The last season of Invincible left me with a lot of questions, but I think the biggest one has to be, will Invincible Season 3 be good? Invincible was originally a comic made by Robert Kirkman in January of 2003, and it ended in February of 2018 with 144 issues. Then, 3 years later in 2021, Invincible was released as a show on Amazon as an adaptation of those same comics. But with that basic info out the way, Season 2 of Invincible had me really questioning whether Season 3 would be good. I don't think Season 2 was bad by any means, but with the 3 years of wait in between the two seasons, it just left a lot to be desired, at least for me. One thing I can't blame them for, since it's just an adaptation of the comics and it's what they have to adapt, it just didn't feel like a very exciting season until the very end. Two, the animation is just not great, and I don't even care about the animation. You know, it's not anime. I don't need a freaking highly choreographed thing or so many frames that it looks like it's 3D like in One Piece. I don't need 30 impact frames. I just wish there was more detail overall, and with the wait, that's what I expected. I expected that jump from season 1 to season 2 to see those improvements, and I just didn't. But the biggest problem with season 2 is that the geniuses over at Amazon thought, after 3 years basically of waiting, what should we do? Let's give them a mid-season break. Mid-season break. Mid-season break. I'm not the oldest person in the world, but I've seen a good amount of shows since I've been breathing. Never in my life for a show with only 8 episodes have I ever been blessed with a mid-season break. And it's not like it lasted a week, 2 weeks, a month at most. But on top of just doing a break, they made it 4 months long, basically adding almost half a year in between the 4 episodes. It's like, that is so insane that they thought that was a good idea. I'm not sure. I'm sure there is a reason. I have no idea what it is. I doubt it's a good one. If it's that they didn't have the show done after 3 years, why not? Why just put it out anyway? Why put those 4 episodes out if it's just not even finished? Just wait. And I think that's what got me scared for season 3, especially when they announced it so soon after the 2nd season. And I feel like most people are excited about I'm excited that it's coming so soon, but with some of my complaints of season 2, those things just don't seem like they can be fixed in that short amount of a time. The first 3 episodes have come out already, and I'm going to be honest, I watched them all at one sitting. I took some notes because I wanted to make a video on this. If I haven't done a spoiler warning already, spoiler warning right now. I'm going to try my best not to spoil a lot, but there are going to be some. I will start with the positives so far. Since season 2 set up a bunch of stuff that we just didn't even get answers to that season, the pacing of this season is moving a lot faster, at least for me. It seems more cohesive. It doesn't seem like we're kind of just sitting there and wasting time. Things are getting done. Things are happening. Things are interesting. As per usual, the writing, the voice acting is the best part of the show. It's great. I'm not going to go into detail. We learned some Cecil backstory, which has some gross animation, and that's saying something since, you know, it's Invincible. You know, the pacing just seems a lot better, not just in fights, but the plot is moving, and it doesn't feel rushed either. I know we're only 3 episodes in, but I have high hopes for the season, and thank God we're not having a mid-season break. I genuinely think if another mid-season break even happened, it could have been the end of this series. I want to talk about the not so good for this season so far. That's mainly the animation. It's basically exactly the same. You're not getting any new and improved details. It's the same Invincible style you've been used to, which for me is disappointing. I would have rather them take, honestly, an extra 6 to 8 months just to make the show look better. Make it match the writing, the acting, the world building. I think that's just what makes it stand out so much, is because everything else is so much of a high, and then you see the animations and the drawings, and I know that's hard work. I know that's asking a lot, but it is Amazon at the end of the day. It's one of the most wealthy companies in the world, and Invincible and The Boys literally carry anything to do with Amazon Prime Video. Those are the only 2 things that are making sure Amazon Prime Video is still going on. I actually saw a video from a channel, The Guy, I'll leave his channel down below in the description, but he made a video about if he animated Invincible, and I'll play it in the background, but just look how much detail he adds in these clips. And granted, it would be very hard to get every single frame or every single shot to look on this level, but halfway to this level would be so much better than what we have now. I'd rather the show look like this and wait 6 months, honestly, to a year longer, because quality like this would just match. This would match everything else in the show. And this isn't really a rant about Invincible. This has nothing to do with Invincible. Other than that, I am very excited for the season. Like I said, I'm not really touching on spoilers, but if you watch the comics, you know the certain people, certain someone should be showing up towards the end of the season, and I'm sitting here waiting like this because I know it's about to be fire. Invincible is really the only current superhero that I'm keeping up with right now. I'm always excited to see new episodes and new seasons come out, but that's all I have to talk about. Sorry that it's a little short. I just needed to talk about Invincible. I love Invincible. I honestly feel like a lot of people don't even know that season 3 is out. I've seen like comments where like, oh, this 3rd season's out, blah, 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 whatever. I will definitely make another video. I will definitely make a video filled with spoilers at the end of season 3 with my final thoughts, but that's not like for another month and a half or something. So until then, peace.